So I have Deborah today. She is a 42-year-old single mom who is coming in for housing assistance and financial assistance. This was her first session. She just got referred to us, and so this is my first time meeting her. Hi. You must be Deborah.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Grace.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Please have a seat.
How are you today?
I'm okay.
Good.
So just before we get started, I just want to let you know that this is a safe space. Whatever is said between you and me stays between you and me, unless you intend to harm yourself or others, and then I'm required to report it. Do you mind if I take notes while we talk? Okay, and I also have a beverage if that is okay as well. I get dehydrated really fast. So do you have any questions for me before we start?
I don't think so.
Okay. You referred to us and it said that you needed housing and financial assistance.
Yes.
So just before we get into that, can you just tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yes. I was born in Georgia.
Okay.
I don't really know my father, but I had a pretty good childhood. Like middle class, lower middle class. I had a stepfather. I have a college degree in marketing. And I had a husband. We're separated now. He left my kids and I a couple months ago.
How many months, if you don't mind?
It was about 6 months ago, I believe.
Okay.
And so I do not have a job at this time because I had breast cancer and I'm living off my disability income.
Okay.
And I don't get any financial support from my husband anymore. So I'm living in stay hotel right now.
Okay.
And you know, it's really hard living in such a small space with a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old.
Okay, so you're a single mom.
Yes.
Okay.
And I just really want to get out of there to give my kids a better life, the life that I had as a child.
Okay. Alright. So thank you. That's a lot. So it says stay hotel. So, is that have you been there the whole time since you've needed assistance?
No, so my house was foreclosed on, and the quickest way I could get somewhere was through shared housing.
Okay, so you did, sorry for interrupting. So you did shared housing before, and
Yes.
then now you're in basic.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
We were no longer welcomed at the shared housing. So the older woman that lived there, her family, I don't know, did not want us living there anymore, I guess, and just told us one night that we had to leave.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was really hard, and
Sounds like it was. Okay. How long were you in shared housing for?
Probably about 3.5 weeks. Not long at all.
Not long. Okay. Okay.
And I really did not know what to do after that. I was panicking because my kids and I had to live in our car with all we had and sleep in there a couple nights, and I just didn't feel safe, and I was scared people were going to see me that I knew, and it was just a lot. But
it sounds like it can be kind of what's what I'm looking for. You're just always unaware. It's very stressful. That's what I'm looking for. It's very stressful.
not that I'm unaware, but I feel like I'm too aware of what's going on, and it scares me.
Yeah. I can imagine for sure. So you has shared housing, and then now you're in extended stay. How has this impacted your children, like your relationship with your children?
So, my oldest, both of them, I think, are upset because we did have a house and they had space, and now, and they could have friends over, and now I feel like they kind of, what am I trying to say? They're embarrassed by their living situation, and embarrassed, I think that, or they don't really understand why their father left, and
Okay.
I don't know how to communicate to them why, and yeah, and when they get off the bus, I feel like people are making fun of them, so, but they don't really talk to me much about this.
Okay.
I could just see it in their faces that they
don't want to talk about it. Yeah. Okay. So how has all of this affected you personally?
Personally, I feel strong some days and I feel ashamed some days, but I have to put on a strong face when my kids get home from school, and just keep trying to figure out ways to save money and to keep my kids healthy and as happy as I can make them.
Please look at it very stressful for you. You don't really know what each day brings. Wow.
And that's what I'm scared of. Like tomorrow, what if next week I don't have enough money? What if one of my kids gets sick, I have to go to the doctor, and I don't have health insurance. So it's just like day by day, it's like you never know what could happen.
Yeah. So, do you have any friends or other family? I know you said that you have a stepdad, but you never knew your dad. Do you have any other family members or friends around you that help?
Not necessarily anyone that helps. Helps in a way, but I know another woman that lives in the extended stay hotel, and she's watched my kids a couple times, and I've watched hers, but we're kind of in the same boat, so it's not the support I need of someone from out.
Okay. So she just the occasional help. Okay. And any family members?
My stepfather's not in the picture anymore, so my mother, she used to help me with the kids, but she had a stroke and hasn't been the same since, and she currently lives in a home for elderly. So, I don't get the help that I once had from her. It's more like I have to take care of her sometimes.
So yeah, kind of have to take on that caregiver role. Okay. So I can imagine that seems pretty lonely. Not having anybody around you to influence you or just even simply just be there. Wow, I'm sorry to hear about that. Also said, in the referral from another agency, you said that you also needed financial assistance. So could you elaborate more or explain any more what that entails in your definition?
So I try to save as much as I can. I said for my disability income, but I know there's places out there because I've heard that could help you with like a deposit, or like I just don't have enough money to put a deposit down, and I just need support in that aspect, and I wish that I could go and get work, but I don't know, I'm kind of lost.
Okay. Do you think that you'll ever get back to working?
I would like to,
You'd like to?
but you know, I don't really know where to start. You know, you need nice clothes to go to work. You need recent experience. You know, I haven't been in work in a long time, so I don't know how to start with that.
So you said that you have been out of the working class for a while. So where have you worked previously?
I worked with a marketing company, a small startup, and I was there for almost 8 years.
Okay.
But once I had kids, and once I got diagnosed with breast cancer, you know, I couldn't really do it.
So it was 8 years, so the startup was your last job?
Yes.
Okay. But it wasn't your only job?
No, I've worked
Okay.
in and out of places.
Okay. I just wanted need some clarification there. Okay, so you have been out of the workplace for about, how long would you
I
say?
would say almost 11 years.
11 years. Okay. Alright, so we might, definitely could help you there. There's a lot of things that, you're saying that we can definitely be more than happy to help you with. So before I get into the different services and stuff like that, to get some goals set in place for you and get you marching onto the beat of your drum, can you tell us, what are some strengths that you find within yourself that we could pull on?
Well, I believe I am a hard worker when I did work, and I feel like I'm working now, like making sure my kids are okay and there's food on the table, even if I can't eat that night, I'll make sure they can eat. And I feel like I am determined to get my kids in a stable life, in a happy and healthy life. I think I am just determined to,
Great qualities. A lot of people would say hard worker. Takes a lot, especially for a single mom. So applaud you on that. Great attributes. So we'll go into some services that we have, and we can talk about what you see as possible goals that we can set for you, and then we can kind of wrap this up. So for housing, so you, I don't know if we touched on this. So you're in extended stay, but you're trying to get a deposit. So we do offer financial tutoring and financial services within this agency, within our agency, and so that would be beneficial. It's a 6 weeks program. You come in twice a week during the day. So when your kids are in school, so it wouldn't affect that. That just help individuals like yourself who are just living paycheck to paycheck and having a little time saving and keeping it, because life happens sometimes, which is understandable. And so we just have that we have this 6 weeks program that allows parents and clients to come in to just better learn some things. We also have career services, which is typical for most agencies, but what we pride ourselves in is that especially for those individuals who have previous work experience like yourself, or are higher educated also like yourself, we have a 4-week program that you come in once a week for. And what we do is we update your resume, we help you with getting clothes, setting you up for interviews, trying to get you back into that work, so it doesn't feel like you don't know where you're stepping. It's like a fog around your feet. We kind of clear that fog and help you step since you already have since you already have the tools that you need. And that's why it's 4 weeks. If you didn't have higher education or you had no work experience prior, it goes to be a 12-week program that you come in 3 times a week. But because, like I said, you have education and work experience, it's just that 4-week program once a week. And does either of those sound like something you'd be interested in?
Yes, I'd love to, how many people usually get jobs.
It's kind of hard to say. We try to keep numbers. Those that go through our program, especially our 4-week program, usually about 90% will get jobs. Having that higher education or that past work experience really helps. For those who do our 12-week program with no work experience or no higher education, it really just depends on how determined they are. We always say here that we can put you in the program, but unless you really want to be there, unless you really want it to work, will it actually work? And since you mentioned that you're determined, I feel like you would really excel in those programs. But again, this is all based off of what you believe would work for you personally and with your kids and just within your situation.
I would have to think about it. But...
Think about it? Okay. So I'm just going to write down that we talked about them. And, okay. And then anything about the financial services? Does that sound like something?
Yes, I just need help with the deposit.
Deposit, okay. And again, like I said, that's 6 weeks. Do you feel like you want to start that soon, or do you want to wait a little bit?
I just want to think about everything over.
Think it over?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I have to make sure it goes with my schedule.
Absolutely. Yeah, we don't want to interrupt life as it is. Absolutely. So, I believe that, if you were to that coming back for another session would be beneficial. Any time in the next week or two, would that work for you?
Yeah.
That would work, okay. So I'll make sure to give you my business card on the way out. Within the next week or two, you can just call my office, or you can just call my phone. My cell phone number's on there, and you can just call me and be like, hey, can I come in at this day at this time? And I'd be more than happy to put you down, whatever, again, works within your schedule. And then we can further talk about this, and we can see what other things we can add on top of those, what else we can do to help you get where you want to be. Sound like a plan?
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you, Deborah, for coming in.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure meeting with you.
Too.
Any last comments or questions?
No, I think it was very helpful. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, well, let me go get you my business card.
Okay.